Hey, what's up, fighters? Fightman64 here, and welcome back to another tier list video. So, for today's tier list, we're going to be taking a look at every single N64 board from Mario Party 1 to Mario Party 3, and we'll determine each of the boards based on which one is the best to which one is the worst. These are all going to be based on my personal opinion. So, if you agree or disagree with one of the boards I may have played, that's fine. And if you guys like to play along, link will be down in the description below. So, before we start, if y'all could do me a huge favor and punch that like button on this video, I would really appreciate it. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber already, because there are still so many of you watching my videos as a non-subscriber. And if you're among one of them, please do me a huge favor and subscribe today, and let us reach the goal of 250 subs. So, most of the N64 boards are pretty good, but then there are some N64 boards that are bad. But which one will be ranked the highest or lowest? Well, let's look at all the grades here. So the highest grade is S, which is awesome. These are boards that I absolutely love and can consider them my all-time favorite board. The A rank is for great. These are boards that I love also, but can't consider my all-time favorite. Rank B is decent. These are boards that I like playing on and don't mind playing on, but I don't love them all that much. Basically, yeah. Basically, they're boards that I don't mind playing on, and it's pretty solid. Basically, if we're in the mood sort of thing. The C rank is mid, which are boards that I don't really like or care all that much. Neither do I hate them. And then, last but not least, is D for garbage, which are stages that I absolutely despise or hate. I think that's pretty obvious. But really, you're not going to be seeing that many boards be low on the list. So, yeah. That's the ranking for this tier list. But before we start, let's go over a couple rules. Rule 1. We are only going to be mainly focusing on the main boards of the game. In other words, Battle Royale board. So, boards like Minigame Stadium from Mario Party 1 and 2, and any dual map from Mario Party 3 will not be included on this list. And secondly, we will not be doing comparison from board that makes a return of Mario Party Superstar and combine them in terms of ranking. So, that's the rule. We got it all clear? Then let's begin. So, there are 8 boards on the very first Mario Party game, Mario Party 1. The Mario Party that started it all, and one that I consider to be the most savage Mario Party game in existence. So anyway, so the first stage that we have is Mario's Rainbow Castle. This takes place above the cloud, where we have to race to the top of the castle, where either Toad or Bowser awaits us there. Toad, of course, gives you the star, while Bowser will take away your coin. And hitting a happening space will swap their position. That's basically the whole gimmick for Mario's Rainbow Castle. And in terms of how I like Mario's Rainbow Castle, I find it pretty decent at best. I don't love it, but I do find it a pretty interesting and decent stage for the most part. You have some alternate section, at least 2 of them. One near the beginning and one near the end. Basically, it's a guessing game of if you want to be ahead or if you want to fall behind, a sort of thing. And the music for Mario Rainbow Castle, it's pretty good. But again, I don't love Mario's Rainbow Castle. I just find it pretty decent at best. I'm also gonna apologize in advance that if these textures are kind of cut off. I'm just gonna say in advance that I didn't make the tier list template. Someone else did that, and I'm just using them to make this tier list. So, just gonna say that in advance. I know what they are, so don't worry. Anyway, next we have DK's Jungle Adventure. This takes place at the jungle, obviously, and there are multiple junctions that you can go through, whether it be blocked by a womp or be blocked by a stone gate, which you obviously had to pay coin, or just go a free direction. And the main thing that happens for happening phase is you get chased by a boulder if you're in the way of the track. You basically get a little Indiana Jones reference, is basically what I'm saying here. And our job is to unlock the secret treasure in DK's Jungle Adventure. For Mario's Rainbow Castle, we have to form like a rainbow to get on top of the cloud, I think. I forget what it was for Mario's Rainbow Castle. Anyway, DK's Jungle Adventure, I'm going to put this also in B rank because I really don't mind this stage all that much, to be honest. But, yeah. So anyway, our next one is a board that made a return from Mario Party Superstar. This is Peach's Birthday Cake. Peach's Birthday Cake is a stage I played a lot as a kid, and I enjoyed Peach's Birthday Cake a lot. But there is one dishonorable mention I gotta say. The owner is Peach, and as you guys know, Peach is my least favorite character, and there is a reason why I do the anti-Peach evolution. Something I started in Mario Party 1 once we did that stage for my Let's Play. If any of you remember that. Basically what Peach's Birthday Cake is that you're going around the cake and you're trying to meet Toad, who's at the very middle of the cake. But before you get to Toad lies Goomba, who will then let you pay coin to draw 4 seeds. One leads to Bowser while the other leads to Toad. And for Stage Hazard, you can put Piranha Plant Trap for 30 coin. And the sole purpose for that is to steal stars. Now, it may sound pretty bland at first, but it gets to be really chaotic the more traps are laid out on the board. And it turns into a really interesting matchup. For Peach's Birthday Cake, although I hate Peach in general, I'm going to be generous this time and put you into the A rank. I should also mention that this is the only board that does not feature Boo at all. So, yeah. Peach's Birthday Cake is going to be at the A rank. Now, if we are talking about Mario Party Superstars, however, the ranking would have been placed lower. But last, I'm going to put this to A rank for now. Anyway, our next board that we're talking about is Yoshi's Tropical Island. Another stage that returned to Mario Party Superstars. Yoshi's Tropical Island is my all-time favorite Mario Party board from the first game. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the beach stages and island stage, I have a tendency to liking them. So it might sound a little biased, but I'm trying to not be biased as much as possible. I know someone's gonna disagree with me with Yoshi's Tropical Island, but Yoshi's Tropical Island, this is the board I probably played a lot as a kid. And even at this age that I'm at right now, being 27-year-old and that. Anyway, Yoshi's Tropical Island. The purpose for Yoshi's Tropical Island is we're trying to reunite the two Yoshis that got separate from each other because of Whirlpool Hazard. While we're doing that, however, we are going after Toad, who could be on either two of the island. Could be on the Watermelon Island, where we start, or the Cantaloupe Island, which is on the other side. Whichever side chose on, Bowser's on the opposite side of that. And if the happening space gets landed on by any chance, then, like Mario's Rainbow Castle, they will swap positions. And it can be pretty fun to deal with, in my opinion. And to get to the other island, you have to pay tolls to Twomp in order to pass. And money keeps stacking up every time you talk to him, of course. I love Yoshi's Tropical Island in the original game. Also love it in Superstar. So yeah, that is why Yoshi's Tropical Island gonna be at the S rank. And we're only halfway through Mario Party 1 now, aren't we? Anyway, next we have Wario's Battle Kingdom, a luck-based board. Now, basically, if I was talking about luck-based board, I probably would have placed it lower, and I'm sure many of you probably would have done the same as well. Me, however, I feel a little generous today. I'm going to put this to B rank. And I'll tell you why I put this at the B rank. Wario's Battle Kingdom to me, it's an interesting board, and I do like Wario as a character a lot. Same with Yoshi and Donkey Kong. And Mario. Anyways, so the main purpose for Wario's Battle Kingdom is two Bob-Omb, which are the red and the black, are at war with each other. And anytime you talk to one of them, they will shoot you to their enemy territory, which you'll land on a random base, which can prove to be pretty challenging to land on the star. I mean, sometimes the star will be on the Bowser base, which can be found at the very middle of the board. And to access that area, you have to talk to Fly Guy and take him there, and just pray to God that you don't overshoot the star, because trying to get the star off of Bowser's own territory, it's pretty tough, really. And that's why I have to give it, like, bonus points for that. Most of the music for Mario Party 1 through 3 is pretty phenomenal. I can say that for Mario's and Yoshi's board. Wario's is also pretty good as well. Yeah, and again, I know I probably would have played Wario's Battle Kingdom pretty low, but I can't say it for this one. So, Wario's Battle Kingdom is gonna stay at B rank for now. Anyway, and now we get to the last default board for Mario Party 1, and this is Luigi's Engine Room. Luigi, although I do like you as a character, your board's not really all that good in my opinion. Gonna put this to C rank. Luigi's Engine Room involves you trying to fix an engine and using the star power to power up the airship again. But the real main gimmick for Luigi's Engine Room are the gates, which switches every turn. There is one other board that's similar to this, but we'll talk about that later. Basically, yeah. Every turn the gate changes. Unless you land on a happening space, or you talk to the gatekeeper who can switch the gate for you. Now note that not all the happening space does this. There are at least, I think, 2 or 3 happening spaces, if I remember correctly, that will shoot you to the other side of part of the map. Like the steam thing underneath you or something. And then there's the pipe which will always take you back near the beginning where Boo waits for you there. Now, Luigi's Engine Room, it does have interesting concept, but Luigi's Engine Room is a board that never really stuck with me for the most part. So, yeah. Luigi's engine room, that's gonna stay at the C rank for now. And now we get to the unlockable board for Mario Party 1. And this is Bowser's Magma Mountain. This is a board that you unlock after playing each of the default board once. Bowser's Magma Mountain really isn't all that good in my opinion. And out of all the Mario Party 1 boards that we covered so far, Bowser's Magma Mountain has probably got to be my least favorite and made the weakest impact. Basically, the whole deal with Bowser's Magma Mountain is they're trying to stop Bowser from causing any more destruction with his volcanic lair. Anyway, but really the main gimmick is there's these alternate paths that you can take, but that doesn't mean they're guaranteed, because if you want to go one specific route, you have to pay 10 coins and try to get a star to get through. Otherwise, if you get Bowser, you have to take the opposite direction, which to me feels pretty dumb in my opinion. I mean, if you were to ask me how I would go about this board is, well, if you're not gonna go the route where you have to pay a toll for that, I just suggest that you go the route for free. If you want to go like the longer route, of course. I mean, the short route's good, but it's not really all that useful. But really, that all depends on where the star location is. There's also this one section where it can either lead you to Bowser himself, or it can lead you to Boo. And that one you don't have to pay anything. And landing on the happening space, this will trigger Bowser's volcano to turn every blue space into red space. And I swear, every time I see Bowser's Magma Mountain, I always think of Mojo Jojo's volcanic lair from the Powerpuff Girls. And seeing his volcanic lair, the one that Bowser made, I think he made that. That's why I have to give it a few points for the creativity in that. But as a whole for the board, not that great. Gonna be at C rank. And then our last one, we have the Eternal Star. This board you unlock after getting 100 stars, which means you have to play multiple games to get this. By the way, Eternal Star is a pretty decent board. I was gonna put this to A at first, but after further thought, I had to put this into the B rank. Basically, what happens is Bowser steals stars from the Mushroom Bank, and you're being challenged into space to go to Eternal Star. And basically, our job is to restore the Power Star and return it back to the Mushroom Bank. Upon doing that, however, there are 7 Baby Bowser, or as I like to call them, Koopa Kids, placed on the board. And to get a star from Baby Bowser, you have to beat them on a dice roll, which you're more than likely gonna beat them, because Baby Bowser beating you is rare. You roll an 8, 9, or 10 on your dice roll, while Baby Bowser will roll either a 1 through 10. Just like how the dice behave regularly, basically. Yeah, beating Baby Bowser is pretty easy for the most part, but you can get unlucky to lose a star, or to have nothing happen if no star is in your possession. Bowser can also steal your star as well. Not only are Baby Bowser the gimmick here, but also the gimmick are the warping teleportation, which follows a pattern. And it's up to us to figure out which one leads to where. And if you were to run to Bowser by chance, then the pattern will change. And what I will give Eternal Star points for is the creativity in that, where you have like Bowser's invention, like Bowser Volcano, Bowser Czar, Bowser Stone Statue, Bowser's Cake, Bowser's Tube, and Warrior's Cannon, and then there's Bowser's coin thing. I forget what it was called. Basically, what I'm saying is the graffiti written on the Eternal Star is pretty creative, and that's not how much I can credit Mario Party 1 for its creativity in that. The game may have not aged well, but man, are some of these boards memorable. But with that said, we're done with Mario Party 1. And now, we move on to my all-time favorite Mario Party game, Mario Party 2. There are 6 boards in this one, and this is the board where we dressed up in costume. Well, except for one, which we'll get to in a moment. And our first up we're talking about is Pirate Land. Pirate Land is where we dress up as pirate, and basically we're supposed to defeat Captain Bowser from taking the looted treasure, I believe it was. I don't remember the whole story plot, by the way, so I do apologize if I get it wrong. Anyway, the whole deal with Pirate Land is that there are 3 different islands, and landing on Pacific Blue bases causes Sushi, the shark, to appear, who will transport you to another side of the island. Hitting the happening base will also send you back to start, whether you hit it or if you're like on the bridge. It's a pretty simple board for the most part, and I actually do love the pirate theme stage. It gotta be like my second favorite of the bunch, because it's really creative in a good way. So yeah, Pirate Land's gonna be at the A rank. Anyway, the next one is Westland, which is another great board in my opinion. Also gonna be going to A rank. Westland involves you being a cowboy, and we have to stop Bowser from robbing a bank. So sorry if I started, by the way. That's a common thing for me. Basically, we're dressed as cowboy, and our job is to stop Bowser from stealing coins and that stuff. And the gimmick on this board is Westland is riding the train. Well, it's optional to ride the train, but if you ride on the train, you're either going to be going forward or you're going to be going backward on that one. And Hidden Happening Fate activates the train. It'll go to like the next station, and I believe, if I'm correct, I think there's like 3 or 4. I don't remember though. It's been a long while since I played Mario Party 2 all that much. I'm just saying that about muscle memories. The song for Westland, Pirate Land, and Eternal Star, which I forgot to mention, are also phenomenal. And that's why I have to give Westland a lot of points for it. So yeah, Westland's gonna be at A. But what about Spaceland though? Do I feel the same way for Spaceland? Even from Superstars? Well, part of me likes it and part of me does not. I have a bit of a controversial feeling for Spaceland. So I'm gonna put Faceland at B rank. Their music is another good one to listen to. Basically, we're dressed up as Space Ranger like Buzz Lightyear, as an example, and we're trying to stop Black Hole Bowser from, I think it was creating a black hole. I forgot what it was. Again. So the reason why I say I love and like and hate it is because, well, part of the reason I don't like the board is because the having bases, you land on them pretty often than not. And landing on them will cause you to get chased back to start or whatever side you're on. And if the Sniffet Patrol is active, then it'll chase you down even further. What does give it point, however, is the countdown in the middle and Bowser, I'm a fire in my laser! Coin beam. Which means if you're in the way of Bowser's coin beam laser shot, you lose all your coin. And it's a pretty spicy board, and I can see why some people love it and why some people hate it. But for me, I'm kind of stuck in the middle for that one. And if we were talking Superstar, I probably would have ranked this a little higher. Just to let you know on that. But for now, Faceland is going to be at the B rank. And now, we are halfway through Mario Party 2's board. And the next one is Mysteryland. Ew! Get the heck out of here, Mysteryland. No! Mysteryland. I freaking hate that board. Mysteryland is the worst luck-based board in existence. 10 times as worse as Warrior Battle King, and in my opinion, I don't even know what to say positive about Mysteryland. But basically, Mysteryland, well, if you like luck-based boards, then Mysteryland is probably your go-to stage. But otherwise, if you don't, better to forget about Mysteryland than to go there. Because basically the whole point for Mysteryland is hitting a happy space transport you to another part of the island. Your other transport is by the Bomb, which can take you diagonally, and I think sometimes can take you to the special island. And then there's also the Shy Guy curse that you can do if you wish. But anyways, yeah, Mysteryland is an awful board, and through my experience, this is one of the boards where the AI can get multiple hidden blocks. I mean, you can as well, but yeah. But out of all the 20 boards that we have covered so far, although we haven't really gotten through all of them, Mysteryland is the #1 worst board of the game. Highly would not recommend playing Mysteryland by any chance. I mean, please avoid that at any cost. So anyway, with those negativity out of the way, time to move on to the next board, which is Horrorland. Oh yes, Horrorland. Definitely S tier. Horrorland, I'm just gonna blurt it out right now. Horrorland is my all-time favorite board out of all the N64 games in existence. And GameCube and later Mario Party. Horrorland is a definition of fun. And it's not just because I love the booze at all. I just love the whole board in general. Basically, you have the day and night mechanic, which would later be brought back to Mario Party 6. And Horrorland, it's a really great board, as I said. Booths are commonly active on that one, and Mr. I Transport, it can be pretty useful at times. And you can even make the time turn into night by talking to Kamek and that stuff. I mean, there's also the Womp moving thing, but they don't move when it's nighttime. You can even dance with those ghouly spirits, and Horrorland, to me, is probably the true definition of Halloween. So if you're looking for a Halloween-based board, Horrorland is your go-to. Honestly, I can't give Horrorland enough praise, and I definitely can't get enough of it either in Superstar, because Horrorland is my favorite in the original and on the Superstars. Horrorland is awesome. That's all I'm saying. I am not going to say any more about that. Didn't have to think twice on it. Anyway, the last board that we're talking about is Bowserland. And Bowserland is like the best, one of the best Bowser boards in existence, in my opinion. Basically, you have all the cameos of boards that we played for each land before it came to Bowserland. Where you have Black Hole Bowser, the Sphinx Bowser, Captain Bowser, Bowser the Shredder, I think it was. I forgot what his cowboy name was. And then you have Wizard Bowser, which can be seen on the bottom screen. Bowserland's Koopa Bank and item works different. Instead of losing coin every time you pass the bank, you gain coin. However, if you land on the bank, then you lose coin, and maybe even a star if you can't afford all of it. Yeah, I'm not kidding, but you can lose it. And then there's one of the item shop which forces you to buy an item for like a random amount of coins and that stuff. There's the whole blooper section where you can get stuck for a long while before eventually getting out. The pipe, and even a freaking Bowser Parade, which is like probably the best part of the whole thing for Bowserland. And it happens every 5 turns. Bowserland, I can't give it enough praise for it, because Bowserland is awesome. But it doesn't top Horrorland. So, yeah. Bowserland gonna stay at the A rank. Well, we've been on a long ride now, haven't we? But finally, we have reached my second favorite Mario Party game, Mario Party 3. One of the rarest Mario Party games out there for the N64. And there are 6 boards in all, not counting the dual board. Next we have Chilly Water, which is about the only ice stage. Chilly Waters is pretty decent at best. I actually don't mind playing Chilly Waters all that much. Basically with Chilly Waters is you have a Mr. Blizzard on the top side of the screen who will throw a snowball either to the top right or the top left. And if you're in the way of that shot, you either have to press A to jump over the snowball or have it chase after you. Your choice, really. And then there's the mechanic where if 2 people are on thin ice in the middle, they'll be thrown into a different location. And that's basically the whole gimmick of it. There's also the slip and slide mechanic, which is the thin ice thing that I was talking about. I don't think Chilly Water's a bad stage. I just find it pretty decent at best. Anyway, next we have Deep Blooper Sea. Oh boy, looks like we have an underwater level to deal with. That one's easily going to be an A rank, because I love the underwater, man. Underwater rules. I just am going to say that much. I love Deep Blooper Sea. But it's not my all-time favorite, though. Instead, it's actually one other stage that takes that spot, which we'll be getting to in a moment. Deep Blooper Sea evolved in Sushi a Shark having 4 buttons. One of them triggers the torpedo, and every time a torpedo is triggered, the button resets. What can also happen is the happening phase, where the English fish to the top left can blow you to either the top right, the bottom right, or the bottom left. Basically, he's trying to suck you in and blow you away. But in the very middle is a blooper, a big blooper, which hitting one of the happening base will take you to the other side. And I will say also that the layout for Deep Blooper Sea is beyond the word awesome. I can't give it enough praise of why Deep Blooper Sea is a good stage, which is why I'm going to put this at the A rank. But what's also going to be at the A rank is Spiny Desert. Now, originally for Spiny Desert, I would have placed this a little low, putting it at the B rank, but I actually love Spiny Desert quite a bit. Basically, you have 2-star location. One is a mirage and one is real, and it's up to us to figure out which one's the real one and which one is the mirage. And while we're doing that, we have these 2 cactuses, which bumping into one will take you to the left side or the right side. You can also jump over the cactus with well timing. But if I have to say one negative thing, it's the quicksand one, which can be pretty obnoxious to deal with at times. But overall, it doesn't really stop me from keeping Spiny Tether at the A rank, because, as I said, it's a pretty decent stage, so A rank it is. Anyway, next up we have Woody Wood. This is the last board that returned in Mario Party Superstar. And Woody Wood, I really didn't care for that stage all that much, and I can pretty much say the same for Superstar. Basically, it's like Luigi's engine room. You have the sign being switched every turn, with a couple of exceptions. Paying the Monty Ball to switch the sign, or hitting a specific happening space to switch the sign. What is also there is the Happy Tree and the Angry Tree, which will either give you a dice block or will give or take away coin. Could go forward die or go backward. Basically what I'm saying. Yeah. Reverse dice block for Angry Tree is like a reverse mushroom, basically, is what I'm saying. I do like the chill music for Woody Wood, but it doesn't really change the fact that I didn't really care for it all that much. Spiny Tether's music is also good. Anyway, 2 stages left, and next is Creepy Cavern. Creepy Cavern I have a controversial feeling with. Part of me likes it and part of me does not. Much like Faceland. But I will give it points for creativity and like the good music that it has. So where I'm going to put Creepy Cavern, it's going to be at the B rank. So, Creepy Cavern. There are 2 sections, one on the left and one on the right. And there are also 2 mine tracks. Twomp is on one side and another on the other side. Basically hitting a happening space will cause the minecart to chase after you to one side or the other. Or you could just get screwed, basically. But then there's also the Womp King, which will sometimes block the upper path for you. But sometimes you'll have a free pass to the other side. But really, it all depends on which way Womp King is laying. And if you want to go past him, he asks for a specific item. Usually reverse mushroom or something like that. So, but basically, yeah. Creepy Cavern, it was really hard for me to play Creepy Cavern. Really, to say, because I like it, but at the same time I don't like it. Which is why I said I had a controversial feeling about Creepy Cavern to start with. Anyway, so the final board that we have is Waluigi Island. Oh hey, look at that! Waluigi got his own board. Who saw that coming? And you know what? Waluigi's Island, it is such an awesome board to go to. Waluigi Island, in my opinion, is like the most chaotic board of all the N64 boards. Even more chaotic than any of what Bowser had to offer. Basically, with Waluigi's Island is there's a dynamite around the circle, and then there's a countdown. And if you're in the way of the dynamite circle and it goes to 0, then all your coins go bye-bye. Basically. But to get out of the dynamite circle, you have to go to the middle and have a well-timed jump to either go to the left, go up, or go right. Top right, there's also like pit trap, where you have a 50-50 chance of making the route or not. And if you get the pit trap, it takes you back to start. Pretty much hitting the warp pipe as well also takes you back to start. But the biggest highlight for Waluigi's Island is the Crazy Island, which can be seen in the top left. The Crazy Island can be anything. It could either be a blue base, it could be a chance time base, it could be a red base, Bowser's base, game guy, who knows what shenanigan you're going to be going up against. So, if you're wanting to look for a true definition of a fun, chaotic board, Waluigi Island is your best bet. But with that said, that's gonna wrap it up for our tier list. So, here's our final result after covering each and every one of them. For S rank, we have Horrorland, Waluigi's Island, and Yoshi's Tropical Island. In the A rank is Pirate Land, Deep Blooper Sea, Peach's Birthday Cake, Westland, Bowserland, and Spiny Desert. In the B tier, Mario's Rainbow Castle, DK's Jungle Adventure, Warrior's Battle Canyon, Eternal Star, Faceland, Chilly Waters, and Creepy Cavern. In the C rank, we have Luigi's Engine Room, Bowser's Magma Mountain, and Woody Wood. And stuck in last, which I call the worst board in rank D, is Mysteryland. So, that's it. That is all for this tier list. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, and remember, if you enjoyed this tier list, and you'd like to see my upcoming Mario Party Let's Play to come in the future, starting August, don't forget to punch that like button, and I'll see you guys there. Hope you guys join me here next time as we tackle a new Mario Party Let's Play. I hope you guys are looking forward to it, because I am as well. So, once again, I am Fightman64. See you all. Have a good day. Game on, my friends, and take care. Goodbye, everybody, and stay safe. Adios.